you doing? How you doing? This is Miss Mimi Johnson, the arts reporter, your arts reporter on MJTV Network.info, where we focus on arts, entertainment, entrepreneurs, and inspirational life stories. Every Wednesday it goes down right here. I have got some fabulous divas. This is our diva show, okay? Because I don't have any males on this show, which is fine, because we promote men. But our divas, for me, I love empowering women, because men are empowered, and us as women, we have to stick together and continue to empower ourselves. So I got some wonderful divas coming up. I gotta give a shout out to my oldest grandson, JV and Glenn Logan. Happy birthday, sweetheart. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, my JVN. Happy birthday to you. 10 years old. I love you so much. Mwah. And my little 1-year-old, Zion, he just turned 1 on the 11th. So shout out to the grandbabies. Look, we're going to go to a commercial break. You're logged on to mjtvnetwork.info for all of my shows. Just go to mimijohnson.net. Click on my calendar. You know where I'm at. We'll be right back right after these messages. Mwah.
Feel your heartbeat, that's purpose. Feel it so deep, that's just a risk to take tonight. Yeah. Feel the energy, don't feel it, I feel it all on me. I'm getting out of my mind tonight. Yeah. Giving my love to you, giving my love to only you, giving my love to you, babe, giving my love to you.
Hey, girl. I told y'all I was going to have a great diva on demigrace.com. Make sure you log on. Young lady, I go to your site. I go to your Reverb Nation. I start looking at your videos. I start listening to your music. You do world music, dance world music. That's what I think when I think of the genre. Where you from?
I was born in London. Both my parents are from Nigeria, making me Nigerian. And I've lived in California, Atlanta, and New York.
Okay.
So when you say from, do you mean like nationality? 'Cause
Right.
Okay.
Where you from? It's like, well, I mean,
everywhere.
everywhere. But you were born in London.
I was born in London.
What
yeah.
part of London?
So I was born in East Ham.
Okay. All right.
That's like, I guess East Side London represent in the house. I don't know.
Uh-huh.
I was like 5 when I left, so that's why I don't have an accent anymore.
That's okay. That's okay. And then you moved here to the States.
I moved to San Jose, California. Lived there for about 12 to 15 years.
Okay.
And then I moved to LA.
All
I
right.
lived there for about 4 or 5 years. And then Atlanta. Actually, I was back and forth. When I lived in LA, I was back and forth from LA to Atlanta because my parents had moved to Atlanta. And then after those 4 to 5 years were done, I moved to New York, and then I've been kind of shuttling between New York and Atlanta.
Mm-hmm. That's good. That's good, especially with your career.
Absolutely.
You have to move around like that. And the lyrics. I love your lyrics. Do you write your own songs?
I do write my own songs.
Girl, I'm like, because I can't say what they are now because I have so much in my head.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a producer, so
Yeah.
I gotta write everything down.
Absolutely.
But I was listening to some of your lyrics, and you have amazing messaging. I think that's very important,
Absolutely.
especially for young women. And I know when I'm writing a song and composing a song, I like to think that I'm inspiring someone that I can touch their emotions.
Absolutely.
What's your platform on when you write? Because I know it's about your life. Mm-hmm. It's one, I'm telling you, got to go to, just go to demigrace.com. But what inspires you with your writing?
Well, I was brought up very, very conservative. So I think that is what motivated me to make sure that whatever I write, make sure there's a message behind it. I think that what makes it okay is when I know there's a message behind it. There's some type of ending that is motivational. There's some type of ending there's some type of moral of the story, basically.
Yes.
So that's pretty much what I try to do. If I'm going to talk about a situation that happened in my life, I want to make sure that there's maybe not necessarily a happy ending, but it's realistic. It means something. It's not just something that could be repeated in the club, even though I like that. For those who are listening on the weekends or in their cars or anything like that, they can hear the lyrics and they'll know that there's actually meaning behind this. I'm repeating this, but there's like meaning behind it. So I just try to stick with that as best I can.
And your producers, because I love the tracks. Girl, I be just
jamming
to your music. I'm serious, and it's inspiring because the young women, you know, I'm 48. I let everybody know I'm almost 50, right?
You're not 21?
Child, no, I got children older than that. Are you kidding me? Don't take me back there.
Okay, just checking.
I don't even want to go back there. I'm too fabulous now.
Yes.
But you know, young young women like yourself that are writing this really good material. I am so proud of you. And this is why I will sponsor your ads, and this is why I will help to uplift you, because we need more young girls like you. You're the next generation coming up.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And we need young girls like you to be inspired for positive influence.
Yeah.
It's so important because now you got the babies watching you, like when you were watching us. You're watching us. You're watching me and everything that I do. And as soon as you'll be like, no, she did. Mimi, you know, because I give you the positive you need. So what makes you so different from other artists in your mind?
Okay.
And then we'll talk about your fans.
So what makes me different is really, I would say, my lyrics and just use of my culture. And a lot of music that I make sure there's some type of Afrobeat undertone, even if it's going to be EDM, which is electronic dance music, if it's going to be house, if it's going to be some type of, like, music is all infused now, but if it's going to be pop, along the lines of pop or hip-hop, I want to make sure that it has some type of Afrobeat undertone, which is really big in my country right now.
Yes.
So I definitely think that'll set me apart, and when you hear the projects, you will agree.
Yeah. Y'all are you're gonna love her work, and I'm saying to myself that I probably want to do a duo or something with you, girl, so we can go in.
Yeah,
girl, I'll drag you all over the world.
I already
We'll
know.
be all over the world. We're going on tour.
The Takeover.
Rock and roll.
.net.
Girl, we will take the world over, you and I, and then I'm an older generation. If you don't mind, do you mind people knowing how old you are, at least your age range?
I think I'll do age range.
Yeah, do your age range from, like, I know I'm from like 30 to 48.
Okay.
You know.
So, by the way, just because age range sounds like more fun than actually saying my age, it just
Right.
gets boring. So let's do range. Okay, so you said 30 to 48?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
like 30 to, I could pass for 30,
could.
you know, with extra makeup. And maybe, you know, a cute little top, like a little girl or
Okay.
whatever, you know, little girlish top or whatever.
Yeah.
And I mean, with the right makeup, I can go all the way into my 60s because they could just put some gray on me. So, because I'm an actress as well.
Yeah.
So I can go from that age range. But I would say the youngest that I could possibly fool somebody at would be 30.
Okay. So I'm going to go by the age range of my following,
Okay.
which is about 19 to 25.
Okay. Yeah. And that's what I was telling my mom. Hey, Mom. Hey, Steve. Okay, so Mom is on Diva JC. Hi. Thank you, Bird. Yeah, my baby's birthdays. Mimi and Demi equals genius duo. Yeah, because see,
Oh,
we
I
would
didn't even see that there.
Yeah, we got chat going on.
Oh, hey.
So we, they love. Okay, then. Our viewers, they can chat if they want to. So that means that we would actually get from 19 to about 60. That market, because my market is from like 25 to about 60.
Yeah.
Some 70-year-olds when I do jazz and blues, because I do straight ahead jazz and blues.
Yeah.
You know, the 50s and the 30s, 40s, and 50s jazz and blues.
Oh, and I checked you
rip.
out. You go in.
And so I have fans that are like 50, 60, 70 years old. Like, I'm coming out to see you, girl. I'll be like, yes.
Yeah.
And when you get the older generation to come out and see you, you are fabulous. So that's when you knew that you were fabulous.
Yeah.
When Mimi Johnson said, I'm going to get me some tickets to go see Demi.
I was so happy.
You did so well.
I was so happy to see you there.
Yeah, girl, let's talk about how you feel when you get on that stage, because that is heaven for me.
Yeah. To be honest, I haven't always been the most outgoing. I was very, very shy growing up. I like to make my friends laugh and people that know me already. But getting on a stage, I always get super nervous before, and I'll hold back a lot. So for some reason, that show you came to,
Yeah, you were on point, girl.
I didn't want to get off that stage. The energy was right. And to be honest, it was the look on everybody else's faces that really had me feel so fulfilled.
Yes.
I really want to give that to people for the rest of their lives. You know, when you just want to give people that kind of happiness.
Yes.
That's how I felt performing.
Yes.
I wanted to give that to my sister who was front row, and my friends and everybody that was dancing. I think there was one girl I even gave the mic to sing "Fired Up."
Yes,
Fired Up.
and she was singing.
I was like,
yes.
I want to give that to people for the rest of my life.
Well, that's what we do. We sell happiness.
Exactly.
And we're music service providers. So we have to know that we are valuable. We are worth the paycheck. And yes, getting up on that stage, it's fun, but we also have to eat, because people look at us and they be like, oh, you're so cute. I'm like, I have to make money to be this cute.
Yeah.
See,
it costs money.
I need to let you know, these eyelashes,
they're not for free.
You know what I'm saying? I got lip gloss and a compact,
but the person who make it got to make money too. That's why we can't get it for free.
Yes, so we got to pay. So because a lot of people call me and ask me to do shows. Oh, can you just come and bring your band out? And I'm like, I need a budget.
Yeah.
Especially if I'm bringing my band out.
Absolutely.
But they'll say, okay, so do you have a band that you work with, or you're just tracking it right now?
I'm just tracking it right now.
Okay.
Everything is really, really fresh and green. I do want to get with a band, but then again, everything is, coherence and how well you mesh with the band. And haven't found those members yet, but I am looking forward to finding those members. I think I enjoy the way house music sounds with live instruments. It's
awesome.
Phenomenal. I've been used to tracking it and, getting the dancers and everything, but house music with
live instruments.
Oh my gosh,
It's
it
awesome.
is fire. It's like it's
Mhm.
fire. So
Yes.
I definitely can't wait to get my band together. And,
Yeah. And a lot of times, I'm gonna talk to you about that because there's a way that you can just do it. Like you just get with your promoter. We'll talk about all of that and
Yeah,
how
enlighten
you
me,
can
because, you know, I
just
look
say,
up to you.
look, give me a 3-piece. Here's my music. I'm sending it to you via email.
Yeah.
Have them learn it. Go to my Reverb Nation. Feel my vibe. And then when you get up there, it's gonna come natural. As soon as you hear
Absolutely.
your key. Soon as you hear your key, it's gonna come natural to you, and so we're gonna work on that. We're gonna work on it because it took me a while to be able to say, oh, you go to a city,
Yeah.
and I can say I need a band, or I can track it. But a lot of times the promoters will provide a band for you. You know what I'm saying? So we'll get into that. So what's your advice to anybody out here that is just on their grind, selling their records? You know, they have the passion, they have that that sense of purpose, because we're
is
born
purpose.
with that gift of music.
Absolutely.
What would be your advice to them stepping out into that world? Because you have to have courage.
Yeah, I mean, I completely agree. Like I said before, I'm a very shy person. I like to make jokes with people who know me, but, I'm very shy. And I think that we're each put on earth, whether we're comfortable with it or not, we're put on earth with something to occupy us until we go home.
Yes.
That's music for me. So I don't look at it like, okay, well, I'll stop working at it when I get the Grammy, or I'll stop working at it at a destination. This is a whole journey until I go home. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So if you think music is your journey, look at it as that. If you think music is what you're on this earth to do, just learn everything there is to learn about your craft, and you will succeed. I promise you.
You will. You will. So you want to say anything to your fans and people that support you and your
Oh my
family?
gosh, I
and
love
friends?
you.
Right.
I love you. I see every single follower on Twitter. I see everybody at show. Dances. I see everybody on Instagram, Facebook. I see every single comment. I see every single email. Even if I don't have time to respond, I see you and I love you. My family, I love you. And let me just say this. From the moment I met you, Mimi, I love your confidence.
Thank you.
I saw a mentor immediately, and I just think that you're awesome. The way you carry yourself is something that I really need to see, in women of color, and I really appreciate that in you. So.
Yes, well, I show by example. We're gonna play that Demi thank you out. I have to show by example, and because I am a servant in the arts, I do many different platforms of entertainment, from theater to my band to television. Behind the scenes with producing, and I produce music as well. I do several. I do just everything across the board.
Yeah.
When people look at me, especially my younger generation, I want them to say, "Wow, you don't have to be stupid and do dumb things in order to be successful, and don't place your success on everybody else's success." Because my success, I could pay my bills. I wake up happy. I'm doing what I love. Don't put me where you think I should be.
Exactly.
I'm where I'm at. This is where God wants me to be. And keep in mind, many people that go mainstream, I'm an independent and I love it. I got my own independent television network, radio, production company, film. Many people that go mainstream, they lose their minds. We see it happen all the time. You look on the news. And it's only because when you start idolizing a human being, that person doesn't know how to take that, because you're not supposed to idolize a human being. So that person doesn't know how to take all of that in, and then they just lose their mind. They go to drugs, they kill themselves, they drink and alcoholism because they don't know how to take all of that. So I don't want anyone to idolize me, but I do want you to love my work and be like, girl, you did it again.
You did that.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's the difference.
Yeah.
So with you, because you're modeling,
Yeah.
you're acting, you're an entertainer musically. You know, somebody, if there are people that are gonna approach you and they're gonna be like, oh, I want you to do this, I want you to do that, just be careful.
Right.
Don't be so quick to have somebody pull you in without you knowing what God they serve first.
And I just had a conversation about before I came to the studio, I just had a conversation with my agent about that too. So it's interesting that you would bring that back up again and kind of drill it into my head.
Yes, you want to be careful. It's not how high you fly. It's how long you fly. That's Joan Cartwright. That's my mother. Right, Mom? It's not how high you fly, but how long you fly. That's the words from Joan Cartwright. That's my mama, Diva JC. She say, yep, my
You
mama.
better sing.
Yeah, my mama. I get it from my mama, honey.
Yeah.
All of this.
All of it.
Plug your website.
Okay, so you can find me at demigrace.com. All of my social media sites are there. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reverb Nation. I'm dropping a project in May called I Am Fearless. It will have 6 beautiful tracks that you'll be
Yes.
able to listen to, dance to, enjoy, get fulfilled. And I hope to see you at a show in the near future.
Yeah, you're gonna see more. They're gonna see more of you, and you're gonna see more of them.
Yeah.
Because you're absolutely amazing, and I look forward to mentoring you through your whole journey when you get your Grammys and everything. And I told my mom, I was like, girl, she gonna have me on that Concorde, and she gonna have them Grammy tickets ready for me, talking about, yeah, that's my girl right there, the arts reporter, Miss Mimi Johnson. While you getting your Grammys and your Oscars and your Emmys and your Tonys, I want all of that as well. We have to dream big and be genius.
Yeah, don't be afraid to be different. I mean, I think that my voice, sometimes I get frustrated with it because I'm like, why don't I sound super jazzy? But I've come to learn my voice, and I'm comfortable with sounding different, you know? It's the different people that really kind of excel, so own your uniqueness.
That's right. Well, you heard it here, the Arts Reporter, your Arts Reporter, demigrace.com. We focus on arts, entertainment, entrepreneurs, and inspirational life stories. Every Wednesday, it goes down right here. We'll be right back. We got to pay some bills.
Feel your heartbeat, that's purpose. Feel it so deep, that's just a risk to take tonight. Yeah. Feel the energy, don't feel it, I feel it all on me. I'm getting out of my mind tonight.
Yes, we are back. The arts reporter, Norma Stanley.
Yes, hi, how are you?
I'm great. How you doing?
I'm doing great, thank you.
Good, good. Now, okay. So you were singing. I was hosting the HIV/AIDS walk, the concert that we had. I think it was at a church.
Yes, it was.
And you got up there, you sang, and you would never even know that you sing because you look so shy.
I am shy.
But you did your thing though.
Thank you. I'm just starting that whole phase of my, a new chapter of using that particular gift.
Oh yes. That's one of the most wonderful gifts, voice, because it attracts people. It
I'm
really
having a
does.
great time testing those waters.
Girl, test. you gonna get an A every time. I guarantee you.
Well,
Watch.
Thank you.
So let's talk about where you from.
Originally?
Yeah.
Originally, I'm from Antigua, West Indies.
Okay.
Grew up in New York, though.
Okay.
And moved to Atlanta quite a few years ago, so I'm in Atlanta now.
All right. Now, your company, I call it EEE, but let's talk about that.
Yeah. Well, EEE marketing stands for Enlightened, Empowered, and Enriched
Okay.
Marketing Group. It's a public relations and multicultural marketing firm. But, so I do PR. I've been doing that for 30 years. And so we have put together a program called Exceptional Moms Mother's Day Brunch and Fashion Show. And this is the second year we're doing it, and we're doing it in conjunction with Simply United Together Initiatives, which is a foundation that is under the Simply United Together global umbrella.
Yes.
And the initiatives, there are about 30 initiatives, but the Disability Initiative is the one that I direct, along with one of the other guests, Helga Moore. She's my co-director.
Yes.
In the Disability Initiative. And we basically are working towards putting together ways to enhance information and resources for families with children with disabilities like we both have.
What's the event date?
The event is on Saturday, May 3rd, from 11 o'clock in the morning till 3 in the afternoon, and it's going to be jam-packed with, speakers and entertainment, and you're going to be there hopefully singing too.
Girl, all you had to do was say the word. I'll come and sing my heart out for a good cause.
I appreciate that.
And I help raise some money too. You send that link to me. I'll be passing it. I'm gonna be here. Y'all better, donate money.
We're also going to have a fashion show. It's
Good.
going to feature mothers and adults with disabilities modeling. And one of our designers, or the designer whose clothes we're going to be modeling, is going to be also one of your guests, Miss Vivian Dickens Stiff. And she has done some amazing work. I've seen a lot of her clothes on one of my colleagues on Simply United Together Global. She's always doing her stuff. So I'm real excited that she offered, her services to assist us with this project.
Well, you know what? I love fashion designers because in the industry that I'm in, I always have to look good. They talk about you bad before they talk about you good. So we always need stylists. So Miss Vivian, she's definitely somebody that's needed on this planet.
Absolutely.
When it comes to us looking good.
Absolutely.
When did you start your company, your organization?
Well, my PR thing I've been doing again like 30 years.
Uh-huh.
So, but we've been working with the disability community. Helga and I, we're both disability advocates.
Okay.
And so we've been doing that since about 2002.
Okay.
Helga is the founder of a foundation, All Children Are Special. Mm-hmm. And she'll tell you more about that when she comes up. But our goal is to, again, help families with children with special needs with whatever it is that, there's a lot of gaps in information, a lot of gaps in services that we're hoping through some of the things that we hope to bring to the table to bridge that gap. Mm-hmm. But, through the work that I do in terms of generating awareness about the needs of our families, through public relations and, getting on media and shows like yours.
Yes.
We're hoping to bridge some of those gaps and fill some of those gaps for parents like ourselves.
Mm-hmm. And do you have a child that's
Yes, I do. Disabled. She's 25 now. She was born with cerebral palsy.
Okay.
Her name is Sierra. She loves to sing.
Hi, Sierra.
Say hi, Sierra.
Hey, girl. She loved to sing.
Yes, she does.
Girl, don't let me. You wait till after that commercial break. I will bring.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
she's a big music fan, and so we jam on Friday nights to all kinds of music.
Yes.
And I'm a praise leader at the church, and Helga and I actually I worked on her project, which she'll tell you more about.
Yes.
A couple years ago, she had a project come out, and hopefully she'll get back in the studio again. I'm considering going into the studio and doing a little something. I don't know yet. She's trying to talk me into it.
Of
We'll see what happens.
course. Of course.
So I mean, this has been, a new chapter of my life. I became a widow 5 years ago, and
I know that feeling.
Yeah, my husband of 25 years passed away suddenly at 50, and so I had to start over and do things a little different. And God is blessed that it's been a really, really great journey so far. And my goal and my purpose is to help families with children with special needs, have the best quality of life as possible using my gifts and services in whatever way I can use it. And so I'm thankful that, Simply United Together Global has partnered with us in trying to generate awareness for the disability community and helping us put this program on.
Okay. Well, we're gonna go to a commercial break, and we're gonna bring up Miss Reverend Helga Moore.
Okay.
She's your guest speaker.
Yes, she is.
And give us the event venue for May 3rd.
Yes, it is.
From 11 to 3.
And it's going to be at the Redan Cultural Center. It's 4964 Redan Road in Stone Mountain, 30088, I believe the zip code is.
And Al, I think we do have that at the very beginning. We might have that on the slideshow. If you find it, put it up there just for a second, and we'll be back. We'll be right back right after these messages. And give everybody the name of the event again.
It's called the Exceptional Moms Mother's Day Brunch and Fashion Show.
Y'all gonna have chicken?
I don't think so. What's chicken?
We'll be right back. She said, "What is it with me and chicken?" We'll be right back. Y'all know.
Meet the Williams family, the matriarch, Tyra.
Hello, world.
The baby, Mimi.
Tyra. Hey, world.
The siblings sitcom. Meet the Williams family. Meet the baby, Mimi.
Hey, world.
Meet Junior.
Hello, world. Hey, Junior. Hey, Mimi.
Meet Vanessa.
Hi, Mimi. Hey, Junior.
Hey, Vanessa. She's having a vision.
The siblings sitcom.
Hi, world.
Are you looking for that special treasure? Stop by Airport Antiques Gallery, an upscale, one-stop shopping experience. We feature some of the finest antique furniture, art, and collectible treasures from around the world. Airport Antiques and Eclectic Treasures provides professional auction and estate services for your personal valuables. We turn your treasures into... Located at 3440 Lang Avenue, Hapeville, Georgia. We are waiting for your call, 404-530-3930. That's 404-530-3930. Airport Antiques and Eclectic Treasures.
All right. Yeah, this is my shy vocalist right here, Miss Norma, and now we've got Reverend Helga Moore. How are you?
Hello, how are you, Miss Demi?
I'm
Is
great.
it Mimi? Okay, Miss Mimi. How are you?
I'm wonderful. I am. I'm so glad to have you on my show.
It's great to be here.
Yeah.
I love your energy.
Thank you. It's God. I'm just a
Amen.
vessel. I don't take no claim to the glory. I just have fun with it.
Amen.
Okay, so you're a vocalist.
Yes, I am.
Okay, and so you're a reverend.
Yes, I am.
Why?
Well, I'm a reverend because God called me to be a reverend.
Okay, speak up a little bit more. Tell us why. Tell us why. It's a reason.
Well, you know, a lot of times, well, not a lot of times, all the time, you know, when God calls us, we have gone through some things.
Yes.
We have been scorned.
Yes.
We have been tormented. Mm-hmm. We have been to the point to where sometimes we just don't want to live because of life challenges and situations.
Okay.
But when you trust in God and you know who God is in your life, and he has brought you through those things, God said you got a word. You got a testimony.
Yes.
Because there's someone that's going through the same things that you've gone through, and maybe even worse, that needs to understand that God is the source for everything.
That's right.
And so he will bring you through if you just trust him.
So what made you decide that you wanted to be a leader of spirit, of spirituality? Because like for me, my ministry is through the entertainment industry, positive, influential, everything. What made you decide? And I just love to sing and dance and make people happy. So I'll be like, yes, I'm a winner again. They clap for me. So, I mean, that's what I get out of it. Like, oh, Hercules. So what do you, because you have to have a passion for what you do as well.
Definitely. Well, I love music just like you do.
Okay.
I sing just like you did too.
Yes.
But when you look at children, and when you look at, and I'm just going to go ahead and tell them, when you look at being molested,
yes,
as a child from 7 to 10, then you're raped, then you turn around and I'll even say family members. When Oprah Winfrey said in The Color Purple, you can't trust men, kin folks around your girls.
Them babies,
and that is true.
Yes.
You know, there have been mental abuse.
Yes.
There have been so much abuse that one person can't handle.
Yeah.
To where either they try to commit suicide, they get on drugs, there's so many things. They go to prostitution because there's no one there to help them understand who they are and who God is in them.
Yes.
You see?
Yes.
So what they do is instead of hearing God, and when I say hearing God, God sends people to talk to you, to mentor you. You just have to have an ear and to open up and hear what God is telling them. So I believe that God is using me as a vessel. And everything that I have gone through to come back and help those children and help women to understand. You can't trust every man around your child.
That's right.
You can't. You cannot trust everybody around your child because God is holding you accountable for that child.
That's right.
So you have to do what you have to do as a parent to make sure that that child is safe and make sure that you raise that child up the way God has called you to raise them. God said, train up a child in the way that they should go so that they'll never part.
Yes.
And that's what we are supposed to do as servants of God.
Yes, yes.
And as leaders. And when it comes up to having a child with disability, because I have a child with disability.
Yes, that's even that takes it to a whole nother level though, because people abuse disabled children.
That's right.
It's a very high rate of abuse,
and that is like because I'm an activist for almost everything, but child abuse is like one of my
mine too.
I talk about it a lot. And I make people aware, and it makes me angry. So I don't want to get angry. But let's talk a little bit about what you were getting ready to say, because you was getting ready to go, and I didn't mean to stop you.
Oh, that's okay, baby. Look, everything happens for a purpose and a reason. You letting your emotions out, and that's what we do so people can understand. This is something that we just don't talk about just to talk about for people to just hear. This is something that you have passion, compassion for, to where you can get your point across to somebody else so that they can understand. everything that we go through and everything that we do, for one, it's a challenge.
Yes.
For the next thing, it's not easy.
Yes.
I have taken care of over 60 disabled children and adults in my home for 20 years, 24 years, including my son. And what people don't understand is being a parent is hard. It's not easy. That's something that you have to go through on a daily basis until that child become an adult to leave your home. And then you have to be sure at that point in time, is that child stable enough to be able to go out and take care of themselves. But when you're talking about a disabled child, you have to think for them. You have to learn them inside and out, because a lot of them can't tell you what they want. They can't tell you what they need. They can't tell you how they feel. Some children with disabilities don't even cry. And it's a challenge. Oh, yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Some of them feel pain. And you'll never know that they feel the pain because they don't cry.
Okay, so what do we, okay, so I know I'm understanding, like you said, understanding them inside out, but you have to do that with normal children as well. So it's probably to the 100th power with disabled children.
Yes.
So where do you, what place do you go to make that happen so that they are secure?
Well, you know what? And when you say what place they can go to, really, to be honest with you, okay,
as a parent,
to make sure that they are secure. Where do you go?
Okay, and I'm going to be honest and say this. There's really no place you can go to be sure that you're secured with your child. You are the sole secure.
No, I'm saying inside.
Inside.
I want you to go deep inside and tell me where do you go?
I'll go to God.
That's the only place you can.
Now that's what we're talking
The
about. Now
spirit.
that's the open part right
Yes,
there.
yes.
Because God has to deal with me on the inside to help me understand how to deal with Him on the outside.
Okay.
The reason why this event, Exceptional Moms Lunch Brunch, is taking place is because we have to let parents with disabled children know that they were chosen.
Yes.
God has something deep down inside them where they were pregnated with this child, because God wants to teach not only us something, but He wants us to understand some things too when it comes up to the human and understanding who God is in our life. If we allow God to show us and minister to us in spirit, we'll understand a whole lot more within. We cry because it hurt. Anybody want their child to be normal?
Yes.
We cry because of the things that we have to go through and the challenges that we have to go through in order to take care of that child. You see what I'm saying? But when we know we can't do it alone, we know we have to trust God.
Yeah.
Because God give us that instinct. He give us that understanding mentally, physically, and spiritually on how to take care of that child with that disability.
Okay.
And these moms were chosen by God.
Yes.
Because
and the daddies.
Yep, the daddies.
The daddies that's
The
there now.
Exactly.
Well, you know, we always promote the bad men. Let's not promote them today.
Yeah.
Let's promote the men that are there that do take care of their children,
And
that do not molest their children.
No.
Let's promote them.
No. You want me to say, let me tell you this. When you have child molesters, it's because they've been molested.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
They don't just grow up
Yes.
just to say, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that.
It's been done to
It's
them.
been done to them.
People
Some get help, some don't get help.
Yes.
Okay. Every man is not a child molester.
Right.
It's just some people and women have experienced things that others have not experienced and don't understand.
That's right.
Okay?
And it's normal
And
for them.
Exactly. But you have good men out there with
Yes.
disabled children that love their children and take care of them just as much
Yes.
as the mom do.
Yes.
And will be there for them 24/7. And no, as females, sometimes we don't give them prop because a lot of times it's be the female that's in there doing it all. But when you got a male that has lost a wife, he has to step in and take care of that child himself. And he does a great job because he has that motherly and that fatherly instinct. So God give us good wisdom when it comes up to our children and our own instinct on knowing what to do for that child. He provides.
Yes,
One of the things
indeed.
What we want to
He
make sure that
provides.
people understand is this is a celebration of
Yes.
mothers of children with special needs. This is something, because Mother's Day can be a very sensitive time for us. We want to make sure that mothers come out and celebrate their children and celebrate the fact that, they have courage and they have grace and God has blessed them with this amazing strength and power.
I
to be
love
able to
that.
do what they're able to do, because not everybody can do what we do. And so we want to celebrate these moms
Yes.
and the caregivers, because some of the caregivers are their siblings, some of the caregivers are their fathers,
Yes.
or, grandparents or whomever. So it's a celebration of people who watch over our special angels, which are special children.
And you're going to be the guest speaker, Miss Reverend. I was getting ready to call you Dr. Reverend.
Well, look, I received that.
I'm getting ready to give you.
Look, he said, speak those things as though they are. So you calling it into existence.
Reverend
Amen.
Helga Moore, you are going to be the guest speaker.
Yes,
Okay, so that is, again, May 3rd, and we're going to give you more information on that. We're going to go to a commercial break and pay some bills, and we'll be right back right after these messages. We got a fashion designer coming up. We'll be right back.
If you give me some time, I'll make you mine. You are so divine. You make me shine. And every time I'm with you, my heart starts racing. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Every day I think of you. Known you since 1999 is true. Since the first time I caught a glance of you, tall, dark, chocolate fine. Ooh, I would love to take you to a paradise. Hold you in my arms, make everything alright. Though we've been friends for a long, long time, hopeful one day that I'll make you mine. If you give me some time, I'll make you mine. You are so divine. You
Hey, baby, see my keys? Can't find my keys. Oh, there they go. In the corner right quick, I'll be back. Yeah. In the corridors of my mind, I imagine what the road of life will be like.
Yes, we're back. The Arts Reporter, your Arts Reporter, where we focus on arts, entertainment, entrepreneurs, and inspirational life stories. Every Wednesday, it goes down right here, mjtvnetwork.info. I've got Ms. Norma Stanley. Thank you so much for supporting and advertising on MJTV Network.
Thank you. I appreciate the opportunity.
Right, and when this, when your date May 3rd, you're still gonna have some advertising time. You make sure you get in touch with me so I can change that commercial over for you to something general.
We'll do that. Absolutely.
I love my stylist divas
Yeah.
and divos. Wait a minute, don't get it twisted.
That's right.
I like the male and the females. Fashion designers are one of the most fabulous people because I don't know what it is, but when y'all put me in stuff, I just look amazing. And I dressed myself today, as you can tell, because had you dressed me, I probably would be looking like you right now. So what is your name? No, let me introduce you. Your name is Vivian Dinkins Stith.
Yes.
That's a tongue twister.
Yes, it is. It is.
How long have you been designing?
Since I was 6.
Yeah. Okay. Where you from?
I'm originally from Orangeburg, South Carolina.
Okay.
Little small town, home of the Bulldogs.
Okay.
HBCU.
Okay.
And I was born and raised there. And after I graduated, I went into the military.
Okay.
Spent 6 years in the military. Went back to college on a scholarship from the military. And just tried to put the sewing and all the designing in the back burner because I wanted to do all these other things. And
okay.
It just kept coming back to me. You know, people were asking me to do things, you know, dresses, prom dresses, queen gowns and that kind of thing. So I ended up coming back to it. So I guess this is where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah. Do you love it?
I do.
See?
I do.
Well, then that's where you're supposed to be.
I do love
it. Because I know when I wake up, the first thing I think of is, production. How many shows am I going to produce and write in one day?
Yes. Wow. Yeah.
But the main thing is how many ads am I going to sell so I can continue to fund. My mother be like, did you sell any ads today? How many ads did you close on? I'm like, I did, Mom, I did. So you are the principal fashion designer for the May 3rd event. And let's plug the name of the event again.
Exceptional Moms Mother's Day Brunch and Fashion Show.
Because I ain't going to remember all of that. I'm learning scripts and stuff too, girl. So I'm going to get you to plug it. Okay. So you are going to be dressing the mothers and the disabled children, and they're going to walk down the runway. So let's talk about that.
Well, you know, when Miss Stanley came to me and invited me to do her show, I was excited because it was something that, I love doing charitable events.
Me too.
It gives me a sense of satisfaction. I feel I'm very disabled young people are dear to my heart. I've always somehow or another worked with people with disabilities. And so it was a no-brainer for me to help out as much as I could. I've got a team of young ladies, some models that are anxious to do it, and they are ready, willing, and able to rip the runway. And I'm looking forward to it.
We're so excited. I mean, she really came through for us, and the models are looking forward to it. It's just going to be a really fabulous event.
It is. I'm almost sure of it, and I'm going to be right there with you. What time does it say? You say 11 to 3. Plug the event again.
It's the Exceptional Moms Mother's Day Brunch and Fashion Show taking place at the Redan Cultural Center, 4964 Redan Road, Stone Mountain, 30088. And again, from 11 o'clock to 3 p.m., we're going to have Twanda Black from Kiss 104.1 will be the Mistress of Ceremonies.
Okay.
Heidi Fuller from WATC TV, Channel 57. She's going to help with the models and, commentating and just helping out that part of the fashion show.
Okay.
And we're going to have singers. We're going to have, hopefully Helga will sing. You're going to sing. I'm maybe singing. I'm not sure. We also have some youth artists, some youth musicians.
Good.
I think they're like 11 and 8-year-old musicians who performed for the governor in the past. And so we're going to have speakers who, besides Reverend Moore, we're going to have a couple people come and share some information about services toward the disability community and what they do to help fill in and support our community. And we are, some of our sponsors include Simply United Financial Group, as well as, again, this is being put on in conjunction with Simply United Initiatives Foundation, Simply United Together Initiatives.
Okay.
And so I work with both organizations. I do PR for the organization, so we work together in making things happen for the disability community and many organizations, many initiatives throughout the that's out there. Breast cancer and cervical cancer and lupus and all these different initiatives that Simply United Initiatives Foundation supports. So there's a lot to be done in so many different areas. But again, my passion is the disability community, and so we're so thankful for Vivian and everybody who's coming together to help us put this program together.
Now, do you have a website where people can go and see your fashions? Please plug it.
It's www.vdinksdesigns.com. It's V like Victor, D as in David, I, N like Nancy, X as in X-ray, designs.com.
Okay, I think I tried to send you an email. We want to bring the Reverend back, so we're going to take a quick commercial break with your ad. We'll be right back. Right back. With technical difficulties, so what? You know what I'm saying? Can't nothing stop this flow.
That's right.
Nothing can't stop this flow.
That's okay.
Okay, so we're going to plug the event again.
Exceptional Moms Mother's Day Brunch and Fashion Show, Saturday, May 3rd from 11 to 3. We look forward to seeing you. Tickets are going to be on sale up until Saturday the 26th, so you have to hurry up and get your tickets. Go to Eventbrite. Just put in the name Exceptional Moms Mother's Day Brunch and Fashion Show, and you can get your tickets there.
Okay. Plug your website.
It's vdinksdesigns.com.
Okay. Spell it for us.
VDINX designs.com.
Okay. And Reverend, Dr. Reverend Helga Moore.
All Children Are Special site is undergoing its little surgery.
That's okay. That's all right.
But it will be up soon. It's www.allchildrenaspecial.org.
Okay. And I am MimiJohnson.net, the arts reporter, your arts reporter, where we focus on arts, entertainment, entrepreneurs, and inspirational life stories. Every Wednesday it goes down right here. And on 3, we're going to say tartar. 1, 2, 3. Tartar.
From ice on my wrist, 7 on my hips, shoes on my feet, flies can do. The heat I bring is danger. This is just your warning. The game is so electric.
If you give me some time, I'll make you mine.